You feel it, don't you? That strange pressure behind your eyes, like someone is watching from the corner of the room, judging, measuring, whispering when you turn away. They smile at you in daylight. They nod, they act polite. But when your name leaves the room, something else replaces it. A nickname, a secret one. And it says more about your power than they will ever admit. Listen closely now. This isn't comfort talk. This isn't a warm blanket for tired minds. This is the moment where the mask slips, because people never name what they don't notice. They never label what doesn't disturb their sleep. If you were ordinary, you'd be invisible. If you were weak, you'd be ignored. But you are neither. So they invent a word for you. A quiet one. A cruel one. Sometimes even a mocking one. And they pass it around like a secret weapon. No, no, no. You think they forgot about you? You think you faded into the background. That's the trick. That's how they survive. By pretending you don't exist while studying every move you make. Your silence confuses them. Your patience unsettles them. Your restraint makes them nervous. Because they can't predict someone who doesn't explain themselves. They can't control someone who doesn't beg for approval. So they rename you. They shrink you with syllables. They laugh softly to feel taller. And every time they do, they reveal fear. Here's the part nobody tells you. Nicknames are mirrors. They reflect the insecurity of the one who creates them. When they call you too quiet, they mean unreadable. When they say too intense, they mean unmanageable. When they say different, they mean uncontrollable by their standards. They dress it up as concern, as jokes, as casual talk. But beneath it is tension, a tightening grip, because you move without permission. You grow without applause, and that terrifies systems built on noise and approval. You've cried before, haven't you? Not because you were weak, but because you finally saw it. The realization that you were never misunderstood. You were understood perfectly. That's why they tried to reduce you. That's why they smiled while hoping you'd slow down. That's why encouragement felt thin. Because your existence challenges the story they tell themselves. And when people face that kind of threat, they don't fight openly. They whisper. They rename. They cope. And you feel the weight of it in your chest. So stay with me here. Don't rush past this feeling. This is the edge of something important. That secret nickname isn't an insult. It's evidence. Proof that your presence bends the room without you trying. Proof that you are already ahead of a race you never announced you were running. They sense what's coming before you do. That's why they talk. That's why they watch. That's why they remember you long after you've left. And in the next part, you'll learn exactly how to use that truth. Now here's the secret. They will never admit. That nickname? It is power. Pure, unfiltered power, disguised as mockery. Every syllable they whispered behind your back, every chuckle that followed your name, every sideways glance, they were measuring you. They were calculating the distance between who you appear to be and who you really are. And guess what? That gap, that's the space where you grow, where you expand, where you become untouchable, in your own way, quietly, invisibly. They named you to contain you, to shrink you in their minds. But in reality, they gave you a weapon. Think about it. Every label they assign, every joke meant to sting, is a reflection of what scares them most. Quiet? They fear your mind. Intense? They fear your focus. Different? They fear your freedom. Do you see it now? They are afraid because you cannot be replicated. You cannot be copied. You do not fit into their neat little boxes. And in that fear, you find clarity. In that fear, you find strategy. Every whisper, every nickname is a map of your impact. They are telling you exactly what you already know. You are someone who matters. But here's where most people fail. They hear the nickname and shrink. They adjust. They apologize for existing. They lower their light to make others comfortable. Nah, not you. You are not here to fit. You are here to push, to break the ceiling silently while the world debates your methods. That secret name is no longer a shackle. It is your reminder, your signal, your call to arms without a single sword. Use it. Let it sting for a moment, then smile in the shadows while your actions do the real talking. And don't fool yourself. This path will be lonely. They will still whisper. They will still measure. They will still hope you falter. That's inevitable. That's the cost of being seen. But the truth, the real truth, is that they are powerless without your reaction. Every moment you remain calm, focused, unshaken, you strip them of their control. Every time you take their words and turn them into fuel, you rise. That nickname, it is a mirror. But mirrors can show either fear or strength. You choose which reflection dominates. So what do you do with this knowledge? You sharpen yourself. You move in silence. You strike with precision. You become the version of yourself they cannot name in public. They tried to define you, but you rewrite the story every day with every choice, every action, every glance. They will never understand your strategy, because strategy is invisible until it strikes. That nickname is no longer theirs. It belongs to you now. It is a badge of proof. You have made them notice, and nothing else matters more than that. Finally, remember this. Power is subtle. Influence is quiet. Fear is measured. And respect, it's earned by those who refuse to be tamed. That nickname will follow you your whole life. People will never stop using it, but you will never stop growing. Every whisper becomes your motivation. Every joke becomes your fuel. Every sideways glance becomes your roadmap. No. You are not defined by their words. You are defined by your response. You are defined by the life you build while they watch in awe and envy. Now it's time to take that nickname. Every syllable they whispered, every mocking tone they handed it to you on a silver platter. Do you feel it? That electric charge in your veins? That's not fear. That's potential. That's a warning light flashing in your brain. They see you. And the moment they see you, the moment they try to shrink you, is the exact moment you begin to grow. Quietly, relentlessly, without fanfare, without apology. This is your battlefield, and it is silent. They will continue to talk, they will continue to whisper, they will continue to try to define you, but words have no power over someone who moves without fear. Their nickname, their little joke, their attempt to cage you, all of it becomes fuel. Fuel for the late nights when everyone else sleeps. Fuel for the mornings when everyone else hesitates. Fuel for every step you take while they wait for you to stumble. This is your edge. Do you feel it burning? Look around. Look at every person who doubted you. Every person who laughed. Every person who gave you that nickname. They are powerless without your reaction. Every glance you throw them is a reminder. The story they wrote for you is not your story. Nah, you are the author now, the architect of your own identity. The nickname follows you, but it bends to your will. You can carry it as armor or let it crush you. The choice is terrifying and liberating. And here's the darkest truth. The world will always try to put labels on those who refuse to be contained. The more you succeed, the more they whisper. The more you rise, the louder the nickname becomes in their voices. That is not a threat. That is proof. Proof that you are alive, moving, growing, unstoppable in your own quiet way. Proof that you matter. Proof that you make them notice. And notice is power. So take it. Own it. Wear it like a crown forged from their fear. Turn every sideways glance, every smirk, every muttered word into momentum. Every nickname becomes a spark, a push, a jolt toward the life they never expected you to claim. Let it drive you to be sharper, faster, smarter, stronger. Let it remind you daily that the world underestimates you, and underestimate is a dangerous gift in the hands of someone who refuses to break. Finally, step into the room and let them feel it. Let them sense it without a word. Let your presence speak louder than their whispers. Nah, you are no longer just a name, no longer just a label. You are a force, quietly bending reality to your design. And the nickname? It no longer belongs to them. It belongs to you. A symbol of resilience, a symbol of strategy, a symbol of every silent victory you've already won, and the countless ones yet to come. Remember this. Every nickname is a reminder of the power you hold, the fear you inspire, and the life you are shaping. Let it burn. Let it drive you. Let it remind you that the world can name you, but only you can define who you are. And that, my friend, is the final truth they will never admit. You are more than a word. You are an unstoppable presence, rising quietly, and the world has no choice but to notice. Listen closely. This is where most people fail. They hear the nickname, they feel the sting, and they panic. They shrink. They adjust. They apologize for existing. Not you. You have reached a new level. You understand something that most will never grasp. A nickname is not just a name. It is intelligence. It is a map of the fear you inspire. A blueprint of the territory you control without even trying. And once you see it like that, once you internalize it, the game changes forever. Observe. Watch how they use it. Watch how they whisper. Watch how they smile when your name isn't there. Every syllable tells you a story. Every laugh reveals insecurity. Every sideways glance exposes weakness. They are giving you a map. And while they think they are winning, you are learning. You are cataloging. You are preparing. The nickname becomes your guide, an X on the treasure map of influence they will never realize you're following. Detach. Do not respond emotionally. Do not react with anger or apology. Nah, their power only exists if you feed it with attention. Let their words float past you like smoke in the air. The nickname cannot hurt you unless you allow it. And every time you resist reacting, every time you remain composed, you train yourself to be untouchable in ways no one can measure. That silence, it is a weapon. That calm, it is a signal. That nickname, it is your ticket to moving while they freeze. Flip it. Take the energy they invested in trying to define you and redirect it into action. Let the nickname motivate you to work harder, smarter, faster. Let it push you into spaces they think are impossible. Let it fuel every decision, every step, every risk. When they whisper it behind closed doors, let it echo in your mind as a reminder that you are already ahead. That quiet threat they assign to you, transform it into momentum, transform it into victory. Own the room. Presence is invisible power, made visible. Walk into spaces with the calm confidence of someone who knows that the whispers cannot touch them. Let every look, every subtle gesture, every word you don't say carry more weight than all the nicknames they've ever invented. You are larger than their labels. You are smarter than their jokes. You are relentless in a way they cannot perceive, but can feel, and that is terrifying. To them, to you, liberating. Evolve. Let the nickname follow you. Let it be a reminder that people fear what they cannot control. Let it fuel the fire inside without ever burning out. Every day, every moment, every choice you make is proof that their labels were never meant to confine you. They were meant to reveal your power. And that ultimately is the final lesson. The world can name you, mock you, or whisper about you, but it can never define you. Only you hold that authority. Only you control that story. Only you turn whispers into roars. This is it. The moment they hoped would never come. The nickname, the whispers, the sideways glances, they were preparing you not to break, not to bow, but to rise, to claim a space they will never name, a presence they cannot shrink, a power they cannot touch. Every syllable they spoke behind your back, it is a spark, and now it is a fire. Do you feel it? That surge in your chest, that electric pulse through your veins? That is not fear. That is not fear. That is recognition. That is proof you are alive in ways they will never understand. The nickname they gave you is no longer theirs. It is yours. A banner, a map, a weapon. Every whisper is fuel. Every muttered word is momentum. Every laugh is the reminder they notice, and notice is power. Now step forward. Walk into the room, into the street, into your life, with the calm, quiet certainty of someone who knows their own strength. Do not beg. Do not explain. Do not apologize. Let the world feel your presence without a word. Let the nickname echo in their minds while your actions write the story they will never tell. Let them whisper. Let them fear. Let them wonder, because you are untouchable in ways they cannot measure. And here's the truth that burns brighter than their lies. You are the author, the strategist, the silent force. The nickname is a compass, a reminder that you are ahead, even when they believe they are winning. Every choice, every move, every breath you take is a step further from their control. Every smile that doesn't falter, every glance that doesn't yield, every action that defies expectation, they are powerless. And you are unstoppable. Not because the world agrees, but because you refuse to be defined by anything but yourself. So, embrace it. Let the nickname follow you. Let it push you, drive you, sharpen you. Let it remind you daily that fear, doubt, and mockery are simply markers of your influence. The world can whisper. The world can joke. The world can try to reduce you. But nothing can take from you what you have earned in silence, in patience, in fire. Remember this. You are more than a word. You are more than a nickname. You are a presence, a force, a shadow, moving through the chaos, bending it to your design. Let them notice. Let them whisper. Let them name. But always, always rise higher. And when the smoke clears, when the whispers fade, when the room finally looks at you, they will know. They will know that you were never to be contained. You were never to be tamed. And you have always been unstoppable.